I guess I want to start sort of in your beginning first, just to give a little background because
Oh
um,
yeah.
as a child, you were special then, and which I think we all are, but like I think either we forget or it's just like, yeah, I think that's just like we forget. But one thing that I know
Part of
resonated
the
with me with your background is that you were Catholic and you were like, why are we listening to these priests? And I grew up Christian, and I kind of had the same thing about preachers. I'm like, why am I listening to this preacher telling me something that if I really wanted to know, I could read it myself? Like, what are we doing? So, can you just explain like that thought process as a child
yeah.
growing up Catholic?
Yeah, I think, I was always I think that's part of the programming and it's part of the human experience of like having that divine amnesia of our past lives, all of that. And then, coming and then the wounding, the awakening, but I can remember, you have those memories where I'm 5'10", so I'm tall, but I have this memory where I was at like my mom's hip and we were in the pew of like the church, and I was like looking at her, looking at the priest, looking at like the whole thing going on, and I'm like, this guy thinks I need him to like talk to God, and I'm like I don't buy into that, And I also had I think I was around 6 years old. I can remember I was like looking at myself in the mirror and I just was like, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Was looking in my eyes and I was just like, I I knew I was more than, I always call it the meat suit, you know, just like that at that time it was a 6 year old girl, who had blonde hair, who loved horseback riding. I knew I was more than all of those labels.